All right, all right. I see we back here on another Saturday in sports world. And weather then finally picked up. Welcome back to another show, Sports Wine and Brew. As we do it, it's always from a fan's perspective. So, on the live cast today, we got Troy and we got Sports Kales. But we just gonna bring it to you like we always do on the real, no fakes. So before we get rolling today, want to give a shout out to the wifey on congratulating her for getting the 2022 Changemaker of the Year award from the National Alliance of Public Charter Schools. So Tanya, fill us in a little bit on that, and how you feeling about it, and what else is coming your way.
Hey, everybody. What's up? What's up, Troy? What's up, RKLs? You already know how we do every Saturday at 1 o'clock. We talk sports from a fan's perspective. There was a list that came out about boxing, kind of tie into what we were talking about last week. And Troy got a lot to talk about this list. He got a lot. But yes, thank you, RKLs. Sports Kales Diva. I am a teacher by career at Horizon Science Academy, and I am the recipient of the 2022 National Charter Public School Changemaker Award. When I say it is 10 educators, community leaders, superintendents from across the globe, across the United States, and we were chosen by a panel through the National Public Charter Schools Alliance. And here we are. I am very excited to be the recipient of Ohio. So we bringing it again. I am all about passion. I'm all about a purpose. And that is my family and my youth, especially when COVID happened. We wanted to make sure, especially for me, I wanted to make sure that my families continue to have what they needed to thrive and strive for greatness. We were the change. Sometimes we have to be the change for our future leaders. And that's what I take from this award. The award ceremony was on Thursday. I will be uploading that so that everyone can, and listen in. There was a lot of information, and again, just powerful testimonies of what educators and community leaders are doing in their state to continue the value of education. I know there's a lot of talk about it around the United States about charter schools and public schools. For me, it's about making sure that our students get a great education. So if a charter school is what fits for your family, then celebrate it. If public school, I'm a public school kid. So if that celebrates you and fits for your family, that's great also. So yeah, so I'm very excited to be one of 10. Just a really quick, Governor Mike DeWine, he was the he was the Charter of Champion. And what that was is that they chose 15 different mayors, governors across the United States who were impacting education in these unprecedented times. So thank you. And I got some great news to share, but I'm going to hold off a little bit. But I'm very excited to continue to share my passion, my story, as well as making sure our students are epic. That means they are engaging, purposeful, imaginative, creative kids.
All right. Well, congratulations on that. Very proud of you. So
well deserved.
Yeah, much hard work put into it. So
hard work, well deserved. Appreciate you.
Yeah, it is.
And appreciate what you're doing for them kids, man. Somebody gotta be a voice.
And that's what I'm talking about. We gotta be that voice. It's not even about color. Take the color away. It's about making sure that our students of all races, all ethnicities have a great education, because that's what we had when we were growing up. There was a village. And for me, that's what I say for myself, as well as for Empower Our Youth Foundation. We are a village for our families and youth, and supporting them in virtual learning services, mentorship, tutoring, bullying prevention, as well as food security. So this award was just a village award, because I could go down a list of everyone who's been a part of my journey. I call them the Fabulous Six, and they know who they are. And then again, who I've met along the way, constituents and leaders coming into my classroom and fostering a relationship with my students to be the change so that they can bridge these future leaders that are in our hands.
All right, excellent work. So you ready to get this bus rolling?
Let's go. So Kales is at the helm. I gotta take my teacher hat off and put this sports hat on. So this is kind of crazy, but this is the question of the day. On the average, you do this 3 times a day. What is it? Put your answers in the comment section. We will be able to see it, and then we will be able to share those comments. So what do you think, Troy? On the average, you do this 3 times a day. What is it?
Are we talking personal or sports?
Whatever. You already know.
Some people on this podcast don't want to know what I do 3 times a day. So I'll make it simple. I guess I check my sports feeds at least 3 to 6 times a day. I do that every day. So I like to see what's going on in the sports world. I like to see what's going on in the world, period. So I know I do that constantly. So it's more than 3 times a day.
Okay. What about you, Arkale?
Saying a bunch of bad words more than 3 times a day.
Now, see, I was trying to be politically correct on your podcast.
Don't hold that back, bro.
No.
She asked the question. I'm giving you the real answer. Bunch of bad words.
You gonna get bad comments if you said what I really do 3 times a day.
Bunch of bad words.
I check sports 3 times a day or more.
So what's yours? What's yours, Tanya?
Man, mine's 3 times a day. I'm on my social media.
That's more than 3 times.
Whatever. Right. So that would be mine. But there is an answer to this question, and I will reveal it throughout. I will reveal it on the second part of our show. But
answer from who?
What?
Answer from who?
There is an answer to this question.
Oh boy.
Is it an individual person or is it an individual answer?
It was a survey that came out.
Oh, okay. Oh, I would love to hear this. We gotta wait.
So I'm gonna give you the top 5, and then I'm gonna give you the answer that I got the most.
Let's not wait. Reveal.
You want to reveal?
Reveal it.
Reveal it.
Okay. All right. Well, let's. All right. We'll hold it.
I want to hear this.
Yeah, me too.
5 and 4. So 5 was. So let's go back. We're gonna go back to. So if you are tuning in, come on through. I need for you all to give us an answer to the question of the day.
Yeah, we got Al Glaze on here. He said he check his EBT card 3 times a day. Make sure that balance is correct. The question is that after he handed out for undercover sales or?
What's number 5, Tanya?
All right, so number 5 is, on the average, you do this 3 times a day. 30% of people said they have sex 3 times a day.
Okay, well, I'm off that list. What's next?
Number 4, on the average, you do this 3 times a day, and what is it? They say they have a drink.
3 times a day.
3 times a day.
Okay.
So I'm gonna reveal 3 a little bit later, and then 2 at 1. You're gonna when I saw number 1, I was like, what? And I really didn't even think about it until I was like, you know what? Yeah.
Where did you get this? Like who did you poll? Like, where did this question come from?
It came from, how you go on shenanigans, you can go on shenanigan questions, and it just brings up all these different surveys that people have done in the past and present.
Oh, okay. So this is a poll
for me.
Oh, okay. So this is like people across the country, not people personal.
No, these are people from across the United States.
I got you. Okay, cool. I was like, okay. All right. That's why I was like, damn. we need to have some. We need to talk to some people. Okay, as long as I know that it's across America and not our personal circle. Okay, that's all I want to know.
When you gonna start texting, Troy? When you gonna start texting?
We just gonna have some offline talks.
Woo! When I saw the sex in top 5, like
okay, I got it now. Okay,
yeah, so it was sex, and then they said drink, and then that was like drink. So that means that you drinking on the job. That means you drinking at lunchtime. When you say
you gotta remember, you gotta remember, a lot of people may still be working remote. Cause hey, working remote,
sex 3 times a day. Damn, I mean, you got some you some stamina up in here. You ain't doing shit. You just at the crib. Okay, break time.
Right, they'll be like break time.
I ain't mad. Hey, if you 3 times a day and you got it like that, I'm not mad at you.
Nope, not at all.
Not mad. I am not mad.
No way.
I'm surprised that's number 5 and ain't higher.
Yeah, that's how I feel like the one that is number 1 is gonna blow you away, because that's how I was like, what? And when sex
I can't wait to hear 3, 2, and 1.
Yeah, because right now I'm sitting here trying to run it through my mind what them other 3 could be, and I know I probably ain't close on none of them.
Number 5 was number 1 to me. Go ahead.
I'm talking about, like, what? So yeah, so we're gonna jump right in. So we got the question of the day. On the average, you do this 3 times a day. It's out there on the post. You know, hey, join the conversation today. We want to know your top 5. Kales is going to reveal 3, 4, and 5 later on in the show. So, hey, what's going on with these NBA semifinals?
Loving it.
Woo!
Loving it. And all I'm gonna say is, Doc Rivers, go to LA, cause Meatloaf got it in for you. Go to LA.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for Game 7. I think, have we ever had 2 games in Game 7?
Yeah, I'm sure.
At the same time?
Oh yeah.
I'm just looking forward to some of those.
I think maybe, some years down the road when basketball was basketball, not while it's in the soft league.
80, early 90s.
Yeah, I would say that realm of time, but since it's, cupcakes and pudding cups, no.
Right. Because
Bob, you need to keep Doc Rivers far the hell away from my team. So don't.
Doc Rivers is gonna be in LA. He's gonna be in LA.
Doc Rivers already said he's coming back to Philly, and so is Fat Hart. Fat Hart coming back to Philly too.
Hey, Meatloaf ain't got no other choice. Meatloaf ain't got no other choice. But if LA come a calling, which they will, Doc is out.
Yeah, he going.
He's not going to LA.
But I don't know if he'll do well in LA, because there's so many Chiefs. There's too many Chiefs in LA. That's why they didn't do well this year.
Too many heads clashing.
Yeah, too much like egos. Too much egos. Too much being in the front office when they just need to play ball. And that's the difference between when I watched the LA series. Who was still watching it? I love Troy. That was one of the best series that has ever came out. Is that LA series? Oh my God! It gave you all the backdrop of the LA Lakers, like the beginning of the LA Lakers, like what we love. Yeah.
You talking about Magic Johnson Showtime series?
Oh my God, Magic Johnson Showtime. Yes, absolutely.
That's what made me a Lakers fan. And when I was probably in 5th, 6th grade, so
wow.
I had the Lakers starter. I had the Lakers starter coat, starter jacket.
You sure?
My mom bought me the Urban Magic Johnson jersey. I was on it.
Yeah,
it was Star Wars and the Lakers.
Sure was.
You go with that. May the fourth be with you.
It was Star Wars and the Lakers. That was all I knew.
Yep, that is all Troy even talked about. Was the Lakers?
Hey, I bet you. I can go to my mom's house right now. I bet you that daggone Lakers starter jacket is in her closet right now. It's probably like a medium, but I bet you it's in that closet right now. But yeah, I agree with you.
But yeah,
I would love to see Doc Rivers go to LA just for the drama.
Yeah, because it's gonna be some drama. because he don't do well with conflict resolution.
I wasn't expecting Giannis to drop that game last night, though. I was expecting them to beat the Celtics, but you know, it is the Celtics. Like I said on the last podcast, I picked the Celtics, which I can't believe I'm saying that again.
Oh,
but
right.
I picked the Celtics, and that's the reason why, man. They got that good defense.
Yeah, they was.
That series is gonna be real interesting. I mean, like I said, once again, try to get the big man get Antetokounmpo in foul trouble, and you should be able to walk home with that. That's gonna
be got 3 fouls in the first half. That's what's kind of sealed it for him. He had to go to the bench, and it was a wrap.
Yeah, that's the key.
That's the key to containing him.
So they don't really have another bona fide superstar to kind of pick up the slack once something happened with him. So
they're bona fide superstar, other superstars on the bench, but Drew Holiday, man, you can't sleep on him or his defense. True. You know what I mean?
That's true, but like I said, man, once you get him in some kind of pent up against the wall, you better take advantage of it while he's out. Because if you get back in there and get that head of steam going, it's gonna cost you. So you better take advantage of it if you get him in foul trouble.
Yeah.
Could you imagine how good Giannis would be if he actually had a consistent jumper?
Right.
He'd be unstoppable.
He would be. It would be illegal what he could do, because he would spread the floor out. I mean, you would have to come out there and respect him, and then he's fast enough to go around you, and then he can literally come up and really play point guard as a 7-footer. Mm-hmm. If he wants to, if he got his game, if he got his ring, he's still young, man. So he still can do it. He already got a ring. He already got 2 MVPs. I'll give it to him, man. I'll root for him.
Yeah, he didn't play the heck of a series. So kind of switch over to Boston. Jason Tatum, man, he dropped 46. Like, what in the world? Like, that for me is like when I started to take notice with him, and to really see 28 points in each game, and then he kind of been able to control the narrative, like control the ball handling of Boston, and he really get everybody involved. He get everybody involved. He get everybody to play. They not sulking like the Celtics been sitting on the bench. Man, they was riled up, like they was on fire. I was like, okay, this is gonna be a heck of a game 7 tomorrow at 3:30 on ABC. So what y'all think is gonna be? Who you think is gonna stand out? And what do they need to win? What do the Celtics need to win?
Like I said last week, Jason Tatum is becoming a superstar before our eyes. And again, it's the Celtics, and I can't root. I just got to be honest. I think that they're gonna win. I don't want them to win, but they at home, best defense in the league. They went to Milwaukee and beat them. Now they at home. There's no reason why they shouldn't win. I think they're going to win, and they'll be playing Miami. That's what I think. That's my take. I don't want to pick them. I really don't. I hate the Celtics. Y'all should know that. I hate the Celtics. But I gotta be real, and real is real.
All right.
What about you, Arkell?
Well, it's gonna boil down for me for the Celtics. It's got to be team. They got to keep doing what they've been doing, spreading that ball around, spreading the love, and just playing that defense. Because if anything get unhinged in either one of them phases, I think they're gonna take it on the chin. But if they just stick to what they've been doing and just keep that high energy up, and once again, I'm gonna say that team defense and that team effort, spread that ball around, they'll be fine. But we're gonna see, because I don't think Honest trust me, he gonna be coming full steam down the middle of that lane next week. I guarantee he gonna be having nothing but dunks, layup. He gonna finish with 40 plus tomorrow. But the question is, who gonna back him up? That's gonna be the thing with Milwaukee.
And the question is also gonna be like if the refs are gonna swallow their whistles.
That's true.
If he get 3 fouls in the first quarter tomorrow, it's over.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm sorry, the first half, it's over. So, are the refs going to swallow their whistle? They're going to let them play. It is game 7. I wouldn't want to be a ref in that situation. I'd be like, man, y'all really, if I was a ref, somebody got to be drawing blood for me to blow that whistle. You know what I mean? So, I'll try to call a fair game as possible, but I would not want to be a ref in that game tomorrow.
And for me, I think it's going to be the Bucks. I think Giannis is going to show up and they're going to let him play. Even though I know they are at home in Boston, but I think Giannis, this is where he plays the best. If you think about when he was on his streak to win the championship, it was like, I think it might have been like game 6. This dude balled out. He didn't care. He just took it on. He reminds me of the new, like LeBron, where he just put everything on his shoulder. He put all the weight on his shoulder because everything right now is all the talk that's on the news, all the sports is all about can Giannis handle this, like this pressure? And I think he can. It's going to be, can they control Tatum and those superstars, those young superstars, because they run up and down the court. They run up and down the court. I'm like, I was out of breath like first half, like, oh my God. Like, do they rest? So I think if he can, like I say, stay out of foul trouble and just put it on his shoulder, it's going to be close. But I say it's going to be high. It's going to be over 100 because every game has been in the hundreds. So it's going to be another 100 game, but I think they're going to squeak it out like 103, 98-ish. And I think Bucks is going to the finals. Back to the finals.
My heart hopes that you're right. My mind knows that you're probably going to be wrong because it's hard to go down into that city in Boston on a game 7 and win a game in that crowd. That's not going to be easy.
He don't thrive.
Now, I picked Boston. My heart is with Milwaukee because I really want them to beat them because my disdain for the Celtics. But real is real. Game 7 in Boston is game 7 in Boston. That's not going to be no walk in the park for them. So and they down one player. So I don't see it happening. That's just me.
All right, we're gonna flip over to the West. Woo! Woo! Now this is the game that I want to see. I want to see if Chris Paul got it to take these boys to the conference. You coming back, you too. It's your second time down here. What you gonna do? Your family got haggled, so you was up in the crowds. Are you gonna take all that juice and you gonna lay it on the ground, lay it on the court, and take these Suns to the conference? What you think?
Go ahead, Troy.
Oh, okay. If Chris Paul don't get it done tomorrow, then he's done. I don't see him coming back after this. I mean, he's not a spring chicken. So, this is about to be the first time he probably really been in the playoffs, not hurt, and got an opportunity. He got game 7 at his house. He got to do it, man.
That's what I'm saying.
He got to do it. I know, the Mavericks, they let Doncic do whatever you want to, Luka do whatever you want to do, and he don't play no defense, which is fine, but his other teammates got to step up. It's going to be hard.
Stop you right there, Troy. Luka played some defense last game. Luka was out there getting that hand up, contesting shots. Stop that. Give that man a little bit of love on that defensive end, even though it's only about a minute and a half.
You're insane. Luka does not play no damn defense at all.
He was playing some defense. He was putting that hand up, contesting shots.
Yeah. So was I. Here go my defense.
He be standing around too much. That's what get on my nerves. He's standing.
He got to save that juice for the other end of the court.
And he always
got to save that juice for the other end of the court.
And he always going to the bench to drink water. He's always going to the bench. Like when he get a ducky, he goes straight. He make a beeline to the bench, and then they motion him back to the floor. Like, dude, where's you going?
Yeah, I'll be tired of gunning too.
Get off that man's back. He about to make it to the Western Conference Finals because Chris Paul, he's about to go knock on the door. They got Charles Barkley on it that done it all but can't get the ring, and Charles is waiting on him to give him a hug. So go ahead. Even though I hate this happen, I like Devin Booker, but I think that if the Mavericks they like Boston, you got to have a complete team effort to get this next game. It got to be nothing but everybody got to be on all cylinders. So if anybody get unplugged and ain't doing what they supposed to do, then Phoenix will squeak through. But I think the Mavericks is gonna make it to the finals.
The Mavericks.
Yep.
Wow.
Western Conference Finals.
Wow. I can't see it.
I think Chris Paul is gonna try to put too much. He's gonna try to put his foot down through the floorboards and she's gonna try to do too much. And I think it's gonna because he been shooting. His shooting percentage was just trash last game. I mean, it was horrific. And I just don't think he's gonna climb back out of that hole. So I think in the tight when the Mavericks is gonna pull it off.
I'm gonna take Phoenix.
Yeah, I'm taking Phoenix. The only way the Dallas will win is because they want to see some new blood in the conference finals. But if they want to give Chris Paul a chance, they're gonna make sure that he get back.
Don't nobody want to see kicking the balls, Chris Paul in the finals.
I want to see him. I really want to see. I don't want him to be like. I do not want him to be like bad.
I want him out. I want he get on my nerves like Laverne get on my nerves. I want him out.
I don't think it matters if he goes up against the Celtics. If he goes up against the Celtics, Milwaukee, or Miami, he's not gonna have a chance. It doesn't matter.
They're not gonna get past Golden State. So you put them too far. They ain't gonna get past Golden State.
Right.
Oh yeah, that kind of gives us to like the heat. So we kind of gonna switch over. And there was a topic of conversation out here about Eric. I can never say his last name correct. So someone, Arkels, how you say his last name?
Spoelstra.
Head coach Eric from the Heat. They back. They said that he should be down on top of Mount Rushmore of the execs. What you think?
What? Are you talking about Mount Rushmore coaches?
For coaches.
For what?
If you really, I mean, that's what I'm asking you. That's the topic of conversation. The word around the league and the word around the sports is that he should be in the conversation.
Does he have 2 rings or 3 rings as a coach with them, Bob?
Let me think.
Yeah.
He got 2 rings. He's got 2 rings with LeBron. Did he have the ring? Did he get a ring when Shaq and them was with Dwayne Wade? Was he coaching that team or was Pat Riley coaching that team?
I think Pat was coaching that team.
Pat Riley.
Okay, so he got 2 rings.
One. I think he got one.
So Spoelstra got 2. No, he got 3 rings because he was on that bench with Pat Riley and them.
Yeah.
But as a head coach, definitely has 2. He has 2 rings with LeBron.
So he was the assistant, and then he had 2 rings. So, but again,
so they put him on the Mount Rushmore for 2 rings, Tanya.
Listen,
I would have to say no.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
And it depends. And who? I mean, you got who's on the Mount Rushmore for the
Bill Jackson.
Yeah.
Daly.
Bill Jackson got 11 rings.
Daly. You got Red Auerbach. Come on, man. He ain't He's sitting at now.
I wanted to ask I'm asking the crew because the word around town is that he should be in the conversation.
Hey, when that comes to that conversation, the only thing he got on right now is a maintenance smock. No, he's not even nowhere near. No.
Okay.
No.
I would have to say no.
No, he got a maintenance smock on. He's still taking the trash.
You got to look at the like the winningest coaches. You got Lenny Wilkens as a winningest coach. You got what's the coach used to coach the Mavericks in Golden State. What's his name, Bob?
Don Nelson.
Don Nelson. He number 2.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, they got rings. No.
Like I said, he's still the maintenance man. He's still taking the trash out. So no.
Okay. All right. So we have OK the Dreamer stepping up in the crew, sliding in. What it do?
Hey guys, how's everybody? Hey guys, how you doing?
What's up, Big O?
Hey, it's been a while, OK.
Yes.
What up, man?
No much. How you doing, sir?
All right.
So we're gonna ask you the question. Do you think Eric, head coach of the Heat, should be a part of the Mount Rushmore of the coaches? Yes or no?
No, but a lot of people expected him to be fired after James and Wade kind of left the team. But because he stayed and has successfully brought the Heat back to permanence, I think it should be considered as one of the best coaches currently in the league, but as far as Mount Rushmore, I don't think so. But you never know.
No, he ain't close. Not
Okay.
even close.
So what?
And Don
And,
Nelson.
and to be honest with you, if Pat Riley wasn't his boss, if Pat Riley wasn't there, he probably would be gone. Pat Riley
That's
got his
true.
back. So you got to understand,
Yeah.
Pat Riley hold a lot of weight. Don't sleep on Pat Riley. And y'all just skipped over Pat Riley as being Mount Rushmore.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
and we got a
No.
correction. And we got a correction. Don Nelson does not have any rings.
No, he does not have
Oh,
any.
Don Nelson don't. He just got
No,
winning. He's got
just
wins.
winning. Yeah, he just
Yes.
got wins. So Don is down there as well, as far as I'm concerned, with the maintenance code on too. So
There we go. Okay. So yeah.
So,
It's gonna
to
be
answer your question, Eric Spoelstra on the top 5 Mount Rushmore coaches? Hell no.
nope,
hell,
not even close.
not even
I
close.
wouldn't put him in
Really?
the top damn 10.
Nope.
Dang. You
I'm
ain't gonna
gonna
put me
say no. I mean, come on, Tanya. You gotta look at that list. That list is a
You talking
good
about
long rap
coaches?
sheet.
I know, but
No.
man, I like head coaching. I
His
like
boss,
it's like concept.
his boss is at least top 5. And you know
Well, we
about
know the
everybody,
boss.
Pat Riley got 5 rings.
He
No,
does
6.
6. Yes. 5 with the Lakers and then 1 with the Heat.
One with Miami. His boss
Yep.
got more rings than him, and y'all ain't even mention him. Hell no.
We're gonna have to.
Not
We're gonna have to put.
unless y'all see something I don't. You see something I don't, Bob?
No, and I'm wearing glasses, so no.
No.
There y'all go. Okay. Well, that's the answer I wanted. Put it out there in the conversation and see.
It seemed like it was unanimous.
Crew say no.
It was unanimous. Everybody's like, no.
Yeah.
So did you guys discuss the top 5 coach currently right now? That's in the
No.
league.
No.
No.
We gonna
Top 5
keep
in the
that
league,
for-
right? You talking about top 5 right now?
Right now, presently.
Oh, right now. Well,
Mm.
you already know who number 1 for me, and that's out there on the West Coast at Golden State. So he holds number 1 for me.
Okay.
I'm
He
gonna wait.
holds number 1 for me.
We gonna have to put that on the back burner. We gonna have to.
You put Kerr up there. You got to put Tyronn Lue up there. You got to put Doc Rivers, unfortunately, up there.
I like
You got to put. I mean, it's so many people you get to before you get to scroll. I mean, I'll put Eric Spoelstra in the top coaches today. Right now, he'd be like top 10 on the list today. He's not gonna be top 5 on my list.
Okay. But that's what they were asking. They were saying that he was a part of Mount Rushmore and an executive. So I wanted to see.
Is that that same? Was that an ESPN article the same one you said about the boxers?
Yes.
Okay, well that's clickbait. They just they want you to respond to that BS.
We gonna have to hold on to that
bullshit.
about the boxing because Troy went livid. I was like, yeah. I said as soon as I post this, I already know.
Oh no. That was clickbait. They was wanting to respond, and they got it.
And they got it.
That's what they wanted. They wanted a response, and they got it. That's the worst list I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my God. So what y'all feel? So next up, what y'all feel about Nike? They're not extending the deal to Kyrie Smith.
I think people tired of Kyrie's bullshit, to be honest with you. Even Nike. You know what I mean? And they got a lot of top executives on that board and a lot of people in that room that like probably tired of his bullshit, man. The sage and flat earth and all that bullshit, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. Everybody tired of his act right now. You don't want to be backstage. You don't want to help your team. You don't look like a teammate. You just look like a dumbass right now, man. Just shut up.
I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Anybody putting up with that shit. If you lose your contract from Nike back everybody.
Right.
Nike back everybody. I mean, they will back you until you just unbackable. At this point, Kyrie is not somebody you want to have on your team. Look at his history. He's not a team player. He's not a team person. He's something's wrong with him. He thinks the earth is flat. Do I need to say any more else? Like, really? Do you need to even keep going? Do I need to keep going?
Yep, that's what Charles Barkley said. He was like, if you get released from Nike, then there is a problem. Like he's been with them since 2014.
Nike backs everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone. It's hard to get cut. You got to really be a soulless person for Nike to cut you. And he's up there.
True.
Yeah. He's a psycho. I mean, he is a bona fide nut job. And I mean, every time he open up his mouth, it's just stupidity.
And Fat James Harden don't want to play with you. Fat James Harden does not want to play with you. What does that tell you?
Well, I mean, dude, he was getting it up. He was getting it on both sides because KD's a nutbag as well. So yeah, KD's a nutbag as well. So and then man, don't nobody want to deal with that headache. I mean, you're supposed to come in. Yeah, so you're supposed to come in there, put that ball in that basket, and keep it moving. Don't nobody care about your other antics you're trying to do, your dumb, stupid opinions on stuff. But it just is what it is, man.
Everybody's a coach. We don't need a coach.
Yeah.
Right.
Come on,
bro.
That's
why you sitting at home meditating right now with your little nappy afro. So yeah.
Did you hear what the GM said this week? He said we're gonna have the same team, but we're gonna need everybody available. He's talking to Kyrie.
Right.
Troy. No, Troy. My thing is with that comment, he asked for that. When you backpedaled on him getting that vaccine and you tried to bend every rule possible to get him back in there, that's your fault as a GM. You should have stuck to your guns, kept that dummy at home, sucked his paycheck up, and make him pay for what he believed in. That's what you believe in? Cool. Stay at home. That's like KD when the playoffs got started. He trying to rip the mayor, talking about this nonsense, having this vaccine at the sports arenas. Now they COVID levels is starting to shoot back up again. So shut up. And I hate to say this, just shut up and dribble. I hate to say that, but just shut up and dribble. Don't put your nose in politics. That's why COVID levels is going back up off of stupidity.
Oh my God!
Put them daggone mask on, man. Ain't no man. This is crazy, dude. He asked for that. You got it. True. You put him back on the court. So don't try to get abrasive now with him talking crazy. You made that monster. You should have stuck to your guns and kept that dummy at home.
Well, there you go. This is why he's not with Nike anymore.
Man, I can't stand Kyrie Irving, man. I mean, he's just an idiot. But that dummy GM, you created that monster. You created that monster. Stick to your guns.
God. Yeah. Like Jesus. And I know last year he lashed out on social media. That's why I'm gonna keep saying that social media it's almost like a make or breaker deal. Like when you put it out there on social media, you're gonna have to deal with it. I don't care about taking it down, deleting it. Somebody then flagged it, somebody then captured it, somebody then snapshot it, and it's a wrap. But he talked about his design of last year, Kyrie 8, his signature sneaker. He said it was trash, he had nothing to do with it. And now, Nike is saying ultimately they're deciding to move on. So since you don't like what we're putting out here, then we just gonna move on. And I feel that,
again,
when they actually talk about the franchise and the end of the season press conference, so I guess they're really saying they're gonna move on for them, which I was surprised because, like you said, Nike don't never, release anyone.
That should tell you something. That should tell you something.
Look, that scenario right there is like the locker room rule. If you got any problems, you keep that in house. If you upset about your shoe, you go knock on the man's that's running the show, knock on his door, like, look, we got to have a meeting, and keep that in house. And you will still have your contract. But you want to get out here and run like you said, run your flipper on social media, and you got what you got. So shut up.
Yeah, it's a lot. So, and then the last kind that, to close out the NBA, they are really, they've been promoting mental health wellness in the NBA. What's your take on it? Have you seen any, they've been doing a lot of commercials on mental health, especially for men. Then, I have all men on the panel, kind of give us a perspective of mental health and what do you do to stay healthy? Not just in these unprecedented times, but just period. And then I'm going to go back and talk about what the NBA is doing for the athletes. So we'll ask O'Connor.
Well, I remember they came out, and Kevin Love and DeMar DeRozan, they actually came out publicly and said that they had, they were dealing with mental health issues, and they had a whole campaign for them, which is good. They at least, they doing something to help people who, had these issues and stuff like that. As far as personally for me, as far as my mental health, I try to keep busy, going to the gym, doing stuff around the house, working out, doing yard work and stuff like that. Just try not to let, what everyday life craziness, get in my head. So, I'm usually pretty good at that. So, that's what I do. Everybody is different. Everybody is individual when it comes to that, but it is serious. So that's just my take. I'm interested to hear from the fellas.
So for me, I go walking and hiking a lot, especially on the weekend when I can. So it really does help, especially this year losing my dad. I checked my blood pressure the week of my dad's funeral. My blood pressure was so high, and literally everybody was going about to take me to the hospital. But I think after that, seeing my blood pressure go up so high, and then dealing with the emotion of someone dying, especially dad. But so I decided to, I don't go to the gym much, but definitely go walking and hiking and continue to do that. Something that I do love. But I do, and lastly, I do love the fact that a lot of I don't remember his name, but there's a former Buckeyes football player who retired. I think he was the junior or senior year. He retired because of mental illness, and the coaches and a lot of people, even NCAA Division One, supported him, and they've been helping him to get more word out to those players
Yeah.
that don't want to talk about it. Yes,
Yeah, they got something over there with him because I think he threatened to commit suicide.
Suicide.
And the coach, Coach Day, he has suicide. I think his dad committed suicide. I think the coach's dad committed suicide. So I think that they really was like serious about what he was saying. So they really had his back. So it was a big topic. So that was good for what they did for him to help him.
absolutely.
What about you, Arkell?
As far as the mental aspect, I mean it's great to see that awareness is out there, and everybody's trying to chip in to do their part to keep this moving. But mental health is, man, it's a tough bag to put a lid on. Like you said, you got to keep your mind active. Um, do what you do. Like I said, get out there, exercise if you can. Me myself, right now, I do a lot of bowling. Getting ready to start playing golf again. I'm getting ready to get the old bike lubed up so I can start getting my rides in on that. So that's something I'm looking really forward to. Another thing I want to start doing. I got to start. I got to find me a good old. I got to get back in and get me a good Star Wars book to read. That's another good thing to keep your mind cranked up. There's a lot of reading, so
Yes.
I got to find me get back on my Star Wars novels and keep that wheel spinning.
Okay.
And
I
it's
didn't know.
good. It's good also that it's in the forefront now. Back in the day,
Right.
just remember back in the day it was taboo.
Yes.
Especially in our community. You know what I mean? If somebody just think, back in the '80s, somebody was like, I was like, man, I feel depressed or something like that. You have people that be like, man, you better go sit down somewhere or something
Yeah,
like that. It wasn't like nowadays when you hear somebody say that, man, you really gotta you
you
gotta
got to take
take
it. You
aim with
got
what
to
they
take
It's
it.
say.
important.
You can't take
Yeah,
it. You gotta take it serious because back in, it used to be taboo in our community. You wouldn't go see like a counselor or something like that. I didn't know what a counselor was until I was an adult. Besides my high school counselor, I didn't know they actually had counselors for other things. So until I became an adult, because back in the day it was always taboo. You know what I mean? In
oh
my
yeah,
community.
yeah. They
Oh
call you
yeah.
soft. They call you
And
soft in a
you're right.
heartbeat.
Yep,
Man
Yeah,
up,
you're right. Because
yeah.
that
man up.
They'd be like you. They'd be like, man, you soft, man. Are you
Yeah,
Yep,
what's wrong
there
with
it is.
you?
That word. Yep. And that's what I love about NBA taking that stance against mental health stigma, because it is. It's a stigma. And to see Kevin Love, like he really, really pushed to break that stigma, because again, a lot of the athletes, coaches, and even GMs were really thought it was a joke until COVID hit and they started seeing their players really be affected by mental health. And some of the mental health disorders that some of these players were even hiding were starting to come to light. And so for me, like you said, Troy, when we were growing up, it was a stigmatism. You were soft, like you were weak. And my father had mental health issues, and I really didn't understand what that was until he passed away and I became a teacher. Like going into the teacher realm 10 years ago, what it really was. So 2014, my dad died in 2004, to really see what mental health was and the challenges that men, especially men, were facing, and sometimes alone and quiet because of who they were surrounding themselves. So I'm glad that, NBA is really, really pushing, discussing mental health issues, how to get help when needed. A great way to fight the stigma. They have been having, commercials, social media is a great platform that they've been really pushing to work together with the basketball stars, even for the women, to really almost like this public announcement. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So get out there, just like the fella said, get out there, read, do some jogging, some housework, cleaning, out your garage, you're cleaning your bed, just taking a quick 30-minute walk on your lunch break. That's what I do now. I leave the building at school and I go out for a walk, to get just to breathe in some fresh air and have a mindful, because so many things are, like you said, are bogging us down that you don't even know, even in your personal life, that will really, that there's some resources out there to help you.
Put your phone down for at least a couple hours a week. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because that phone, man, the social media, man,
it is a beast. I would be honest. It's my body, because that's how I live and, I won't say live and breathe, but that's how my business is generated from. So yeah, I usually take like Saturdays or Sundays and I try to like put it down for a couple hours, because it's like having a phone in your hand. It's how you make the phone calls. It's how you see. And I never even thought about it when I got on Facebook. Like, oh my God, like how long do you stay on your phone?
I detach myself from that phone for hours out the week. You know what I mean? So just so I could just get away from it, just get away from what's going on or whatever, just to have a mental break, you know what I mean? Because it's just so much stuff going on out there that just too much to consume, man. That's a mental issue on its own.
Yeah, especially for our kids. So get your kids involved, get them out there, get them going. And, it's the summertime. There's about 11 days left, especially in Ohio. And I'll say about Columbus for school to be out. This would be a great time to put the phone down and just go enjoy. So that's our mental health wellness break. So our question of the day was,
how many times?
I want to hear these. Come on now, spit them out.
So we got Okan on here, so he can actually tell us what his answer is. So our question of the day was, on the average, you do this 3 times a day. What is it?
Yo, you gotta catch Okan up with the other two.
So there was a survey. What I did, I actually Googled a couple surveys, and this survey came up. This survey was 1,000 people actually took this survey. The survey was done in, I'm not going to say it was down in Utah. So it was done in Utah. It was done in DC, and it was done in the Midwest, and it was done in Pittsburgh. So this survey circulated. Over 1,000 people took this survey, and they wanted to know, on the average, you do this 3 times a day. What is it? So what is your answer?
Probably profanity. I cuss too much. I don't know if that's a bad thing or not, but it's like a long period of time of life.
That was mine. That was mine. Let them bombs fly.
Man,
nuclear, let them fly.
I didn't have to put that out.
That's bomb, let them drop.
I didn't have to put that out. That's automatic for me. I didn't know that even has to be discussed.
Yeah, but let them drop on time.
Wake up with a word. I'll be like, dang, can we
let them fly?
They started.
Let them fly.
All right. So the top. We're gonna give you 3 and 2, and then we'll say 1 for the.
No, you gotta tell him what was 5 and 4, Tanya.
So 5 was art with sex. So on the average, people said they had sex 3 times a day.
A day, damn.
What's wrong with that? A day.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it. Just the mugs ain't got no W-2 for them coming in. Shoot. Been at home watching Young and the Restless and Price is Right.
Number 4 was wine or some type of beverage. So they said wine, beer. So that was 4. Number 3 was walk their dog.
And
That's not a bad thing.
Yeah, people love their dogs. People love their dogs. Like, we
I don't have one, so I can't speak to that.
Janae need to be in that part because she sure don't walk. I'll be like, God, you don't want your baby?
Y'all walk your dog 3 times a day?
Yeah, we walk him more than 3 times a day.
Oh, that's good, man.
He gets some great walks in. He gets some great walks in. All right. Number 2 was check your social media.
Oh, that's a no-brainer.
And number 1 was get in and out of your car.
Oh my God.
I thought it would be something more on fire than that. Getting in and out the car.
Are you serious? Now, I was all hyped for the list till I heard that.
Yeah. Once again, that is somebody that does not have a W-2 form.
They ain't got shit else to do.
No, they do not have a W-2 form.
Out your car. That just made me mad.
That's why I had to put this out, because I was like, when I saw number 1, I was like, what?
That means
out of your car.
Yeah, that means you running. That mean the midday when Young and the Restless go off, you out running around in the middle of the day goofing off. So yeah, come on, man. Anybody with a W-2 form, no.
All right. So my list of question of the day was: on the average, you do these 3 things. What is it? So number 5 was sex. 4 was wine. 3 was walk the dog. 2 was social media, and number 1 answer was get in and out of your car. So we'll have another question of the day next week. So I can't wait to find out what that is. But yeah, I was excited to share this one. That was kind of crazy. Somebody said, Derry said, sex 3 times a day. The lie.
Yeah, I don't know who doing that. I mean, I ain't mad at you if you got it like that, but damn.
Hey, that's probably somebody in the porn industry.
You in the porn industry or something.
I was gonna.
you at home you making homemade film.
All right, so that is our question of the day. So let's go ahead and jump into some NFL. On Thursday the NFL schedules released. I'm so geeked because the Dallas is going to be playing Cincinnati. The Dallas.
That's an L. That's an L for them Cowboys.
We got
and they got to go to Green Bay.
What? I know we got. Listen, and
that's going to be an L too.
Here's the record. Arkells had me traveling the world last year. So this year, you're gonna see Dallas. You're gonna see Arkells in the Dallas Cowboys Stadium. So in an OSU Stadium. So get ready. Get ready. I don't want to hear nothing Arkells. I don't want to hear it. You going to a Dallas Cowboys Stadium, and you're going to an OSU Stadium.
Hey, the Cincinnati game in Dallas. Where is it at? Is it here or is it Dallas?
It is in Dallas. It is in Dallas. Man. Oh yeah, I can't wait. I cannot wait.
That's gonna be a good game.
So y'all look at y'all schedules. What about y'all teams? Well, who y'all excited to go see? Who gonna be some great matchups?
The Bears play Green Bay week 1 at Green Bay. It's over. That's all I need to say. L.
That's another thing I got, man. Why they got all these? They got some key rivalry games starting the season off. They got Pittsburgh and Cincinnati bumping heads early first game. Yes. I'm like, man, they really ain't messing around with these schedules.
That's what I said. That's what I wanted you to see. Like they put some fire in the first 3 weeks of the season. They put some fire, man. I'm gonna be glued to the TV. Like,
hey, who's gonna be the starting quarterback for Pittsburgh? Do we know?
That's still up in the air.
Yeah.
That's still up in the air. I'm pretty sure it'll be who they pull in this year, Troy? Tannehill?
I didn't hear the question. I'm sorry.
Who did Pittsburgh just pull in up there? Quarterback?
Trubisky.
Yeah, it'll probably be Trubisky starting them off.
Yeah.
Pickett is backup right now, and Mason Rudolph is third, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, whoo, yeah, we got the Bengals. Yeah, about you and Pittsburgh, y'all knocking heads the first game of the regular season.
All right, that's all right. We gonna smoke them like we did last year, both games.
Yeah.
So I ain't even worried about Pittsburgh.
Woo! Is that at home? I'm gonna look at this. Is that at home or away?
I think they start off at home.
They at home. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Look at the white. Yeah, they at home because they go to Bengals, Patriots, Browns, Jets, Bills, Buccaneers. The first 5 games is. Whew.
Nah, the first 5 games is all right. I'm worried about that back half of that schedule. That's where the meat and potatoes is gonna be on that back half of our schedule.
Yeah, we go to San Francisco.
L.
We go to Bengals.
L.
You crazy. And the Giants, the first 3 weeks of our schedule.
You'll squeak that one out by 6.
Yeah. And the Bengals, we gonna get that W.
Mm-mm.
Well, you better ask somebody.
Mm-mm.
Now y'all going to that game? Y'all going to that game in Dallas?
Oh, it's going down. I'm not playing. Arkel's going. Listen, I was traveling around.
I would assume y'all going to that game.
Well, we going to that game because I was traveling around the Bengals. I was a Bengals.
Thank you for buying them airline tickets, Troy. I appreciate that.
Hey, always happy to help.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, because we played on September the 18th, and the game I want to go to is November the 20th. That's when we played my cousins, Chavez, Moment, them Vikings. Yeah, that's gonna be a good game too. So that was a couple games I'm ready for.
Yeah, I gotta hit up Chaz to see if we wanted to catch the Vikings game. So
yeah, the schedule's out. Yeah. The schedule's out. Yeah. So yeah. So what do y'all think is going? How do you now that the world is open? How do you think this season gonna be? Is it going to be fire? Is it going to be mediocre? Like, let's give us like a quick little, what you think? I think it's going to be off the chain.
Oh, NFL season going to be crazy. Man, them fools going to be back in full throttle, man. NFL season going to be off the hook.
Off the hook. What about you, Troy? What about you? You going to see your bad news band?
Well, my team don't have a chance in hell on whoever the hell they play. It don't matter. So I'm just a neutral contending at this time. So I'm interested to see, the Broncos. I think the Broncos play the Cowboys too this year.
Yeah.
So I want to see that game. I think the Rams is playing. I think the Rams is playing the Chiefs. I believe. I want to see that game. I don't know. I want to know who's going to be on what the Thanksgiving games are. I don't know who the Thanksgiving games are this year.
You already know what's going to be.
It's the usual cast of characters.
I know it's going to be Dallas. Who Dallas play on Thanksgiving?
Hey, let me go ahead and
Tanya, look it up.
I gotta go. So I'm going to look up now.
I think they play the Vikings. They play the Vikings.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Bengals play the Steelers.
On Thanksgiving?
Chiefs play the Chargers. Raiders play the Broncos.
Wait a minute.
Lions play the Giants. Cowboys play the Vikings.
That Steelers in that Bengals game. Where is that at? In Heinz Field or is that in the Natty?
In Pittsburgh.
We opening up on the road? Wow, no respect. Jesus.
So,
hey, y'all went to the Super Bowl. Y'all got to show and prove.
Right.
Hey, that's called respect. Shit, we should be at home open day one at the crib. What the hell?
That's Thanksgiving, though. They play them on Thanksgiving.
That's on Thanksgiving.
You still should be at home. Shoot. Everybody want to drive home, eat with their family on Thanksgiving, especially you crown division champs. You should be at home on Thanksgiving.
That lets you know y'all don't got no respect on y'all.
That's all right.
Got to show and prove, man.
That's all right.
Everybody want to know if the Bengals is a fluke.
We ain't no fluke.
Right.
We gonna get that division. We gonna run that division this season. So bank on it.
We'll see. We will see.
Mm-hmm.
So, from last week's conversation, as we keep it going, Mark Willis and Tannehill's off to a good start, Troy.
I don't know who the hell Mark Willis is. I know who Malik Willis is.
I mean,
Mark Willis was like the 93rd pick of the draft. He was like,
whatever.
The Tennessee Titans select Mark Willis. Hey, look, he got picked so late, he probably don't even care. Hey, Bob, he got picked so late, he don't even care. He's like, shit, I don't give a fuck. Y'all can call me Mark.
Okay, or because you got one now. He's like, Tanya, you be messing. He said, Kale, you be messing up some names. I'm like,
hey. He's like, man, y'all call me Mark.
Hey.
I don't care.
That's why we call this a fan's perspective. You can screw it up all you want to.
Yeah, I don't know Mark Willis. I don't know when he was picked, but I know Malik Willis was picked.
Oh my God.
So now they trying to act like it's kumbaya between them two.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
Boy. See, that's what I can't stand. That's what I can't stand. You put out there, I ain't doing nothing. I ain't seeing nothing. Hear no evil, speak no evil. Stick to what you said. Stick to what you said. Quit backpedaling because the boys called you up to the office, want to have a talk with you. Stick to what you said. That's what I can't stand about these athletes. Can't stand it.
Keep that same energy.
Keep that fire. That's what you said. Stick to it. That's why I hate these athletes. Every time somebody up in the office call them, you got to be nicer. We're going to need you to retract that on your next press conference. And they out there backpedaling. Come on, man. Stick to what you said.
And did we
ain't
say,
gonna help the dude, don't help him.
Did we say on the last show that he's going to backpedal? Well, they said he is working out, throwing him a little bit of the ropes. They got a little bit of footage going around on the social media, about him, taking him under his wing. And yeah, we know
that's why you're
going
to get your job snatched in week 2 because you got the spine of a jellyfish. Stick to your guns.
Yeah. He ain't got no confidence. He ain't got no confidence in his craft.
Yeah, stick to your guns.
I hope Mark Willis take his job.
Yeah, that's what the
is that what we gonna do?
What the Tennessee players
quarterback.
What you say, Big O?
What the Tennessee quarterback said was definitely off base. That's not how you train people. So he was wrong for that.
He wasn't wrong.
There it is. Oh.
He wasn't wrong. He was sitting in the corner shivering because they picked up a quarterback and he just lashed out. And he needed to stick to what he said.
Well, what did he say? What did he say?
Tom Brady.
He said, I ain't doing nothing. I ain't helping him. I ain't doing nothing. Matter of fact, you're a rookie. Carry my helmet and shoulder pads in and out of this facility every day.
Y'all remember Tom Brady handled it the best because Tom Brady got confidence in his craft. He might have been old when they bought in Garoppolo, but they bought in Garoppolo for him to mentor. And you know what they did to Garoppolo? They sent him to fucking 49ers. Because it ain't going to happen. That's because he knows that he's Tom Brady. Yeah. You're Ryan Tannehill. You might have an issue with your job. That's why they picked up Mark Willis.
Because Willis said he was, and I quote, Ryan's a good dude. Everything is cool. He even had me over his house the other day and gave us a little bit of game regarding what comes with the process.
Oh man,
dude,
yeah, you just lost your job week 1, man. Come on, man. Man, come on, man. The dudes in the locker room probably looking at you like, man, you a bum.
It's a wrap.
I was like, when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, we got to talk about this. And head coach Mike said, everything, he handled it very well. So he's
the office making him handle it very well. Cut it out. No, at home, he probably cussing up a storm at home.
But Willis said, I'm learning the ropes. He said, I'm learning and perfecting my craft.
Oh, boy.
How Tom Brady get a check in another industry before he get done playing? That's what we really need to be talking about.
Right. That's what
Tom Brady got 10 years, $300 million to go talk about football after football whenever he decide to retire from football.
No, correct that number, $357 million.
I thought it was 74.
But who really want to listen to him talk?
Well, apparently somebody do.
I think Tom Brady ain't got no personality like that. I don't think he's the type of person to be
he like
talking
Tony
about
Romo.
football.
Like Tony Romo. They have no personality.
Nah, he don't have no personality to me. So I don't know how that's even going to work. But they know stuff we don't.
I guess
Tom Brady must move the needle enough for them to pay him $300 million.
I don't even understand that.
$300 million.
Fuck. Yep. But that's why. But think about who we going to.
Fuck. Speaking of that, we have no diversity in broadcast.
No.
In those positions, not one. No,
that's not.
Who we got? The only person of color we got in that broadcasting booth is Mike. What was his name? Mike Tirico, and he don't even consider himself black. He consider himself Italian.
I mean, that is a lucrative TV.
Bob, you laughing? You think I'm playing? I'm serious.
I think you playing.
He says his name is Tirico. He considers himself Italian. He says he's like the Italian stallion.
Hey, embrace your heritage. Shit, I ain't knocking you for it.
We have nobody of no diversity in that group, and they get paid. Romo paid, Aikman paid, Tom Brady paid.
I didn't realize how much they had gave him when he came out. When he left the game, they gave him $180 million over 10 years.
Joe Buck, all them they all paid.
Joe Buck, Troy Aikman, like what?
They got no diversity in that booth, none.
That's true. That's just like the GM spots.
Yeah.
So once again, good old boy network. What you gonna do?
$375 million over 10 years. Like,
what you gonna do? Good old boy network. What you gonna do?
God.
Only thing you can do. Only thing you can do is cut your volume down and put on some good old R&B tunes while the game on if you don't want to hear.
That's how Tony Romo does me. He drives me nuts when he is.
That's why I watch the Red Zone.
Like, you don't know what he's saying with the plays. Your volume be on a 50, and he still be like whispering, like, what? And then he be messing up plays, like, and then they got to go and correct him on the off and bring it back. I'd be like, Tony Romo, go sit down. Like, that's all.
Somebody like him because they gave him a lot of money.
Yeah.
$80 million. That's what they gave him.
Tom Brady can play another 2 more years and walk in a booth and make another $300 million.
God.
Yeah.
Which means he's gonna make more money as a broadcaster than his entire 22 years as a player.
He's gonna make more money as a broadcaster than his entire football portfolio.
Wow.
Yep.
That's crazy.
That's bananas.
And I ain't heard him ever talk about no. I can't even. He has no personality to me at all.
That's what I said. What is he going? He don't even have.
Now if they get acting like Peyton Manning,
Al Richard,
if they get like Peyton.
No.
Peyton Manning, Peyton Manning. He comes off like cool, a little funny, and nobody talking about. I don't know what the hell Tom Brady gonna say.
Right.
Quarterback drop back. He passed the ball to number 4. They was playing a 2-3 defense. What the hell he gonna say?
That's what I said. Yeah, that was when it got away from me until I saw it. I was like, what? They giving him how much?
Hey, I can't complain. It ain't my money.
Yeah. Can you imagine getting $375 million?
No. Yes, I can imagine it.
Yeah.
So basically, none of you agree with the amount of money that he's going to be getting.
No,
pretty much.
No.
Again, it ain't my money, but if you got to give, hey, more power to you if you want to get that. I would have signed that contract too. I'm like, I want me to do what? Okay.
So question: What area within the sport broadcaster, when it comes to football, is he going to be able to analyze the best, in your perspective?
That's up in the air, man. I mean, like we said, we ain't seen him do it. It's gonna be a work in progress.
Do nothing.
It's gonna be a work in progress.
He don't even speak on the podium when it's the post. Like, watch how he even talk. It's like chopped up sentences. Chopped up. They be piecing his stuff together when they write. Like the writers, I know they be like, damn. That's why they'll never have him on. That's why they'll never really have him on the podium because he don't even talk. That's it. And then when they lose, he really don't say nothing when he loses. He don't say nothing at all. They can't get no comments from him. They have all the other players talk and the head coach. So if you're gonna give them that kind of money, they must know something that we don't know.
Yeah. Well, trust me, I guarantee when the time comes, he gonna get schooled. They'll have him behind the scenes in one of them little closed up rooms, and they'll be running him through it. So
what if he gets on there? What if he gets on there and he's terrible?
Right.
What if he's terrible at his job? Like what they gonna do then?
Trust me.
They gonna put him on the sideline?
Yeah, right. You see that fool out there sitting out in the cold talking about sideline reporting at halftime.
He already signed the contract.
Right. He already
because not everybody who comes to that booth is good.
Trust me, I guarantee they got an out clause. Trust me, they got an out clause if that don't work out. I promise you that. What? They got some type of out clause.
There's no history saying that Tom Brady is good at this just because he was good at being a quarterback. I mean, he's good at talking about it.
We're gonna find out.
There's nothing in our history that says that at all.
Nothing in our history at all.
At all. So what if he's just bad at his job?
Yeah.
What they gonna do?
He's still gonna get a cut of that check. I guarantee there's an out clause in there where we're gonna give you this much for you to walk away.
This is the thing that we really missing. Tom Brady don't want to be at home with his wife and kids. He don't want to be at home.
Troy, we didn't talk about this, Troy. We didn't talk about this.
He don't want to be
talk about this.
He's like, man. He's like, yo. He told his agent, like, you got to find me something to do as soon as I hang this up, because I don't want to be around him. That's what he's saying.
Yep, because he came back. He did all that.
He spent like 4 or 5 months with him and came back to getting hit by big dudes. He'd rather get hit by big 300-pound fools than be at home with his family.
Chilling.
What that tell you? He like, man, he told his agent, man, you better find me something to do or you're fired.
And find me something to do right now. Right now.
Find me something to do. I don't want to be around them. Only 4 to 5 hours a day.
Man, listen, I'll be right this up. Like, this been a heck of a show. But we're going to end it with the college. College is right around the corner, y'all. So give us your, we all have our own prospective teams. What you think, what's happening, with your teams. I know for Ohio State, they're on the recruiting. Ryan Day's been doing a lot of conversation around mental health because, like Troy said, his father committed suicide. So he's really, really been pushing that mental health piece and making sure these kids are sound on campus. So I like the new class that's coming in. We're gonna need some work. Michigan's coming to us. We saw what Michigan did. They folded up. All they care about was beating OSU, and once they did, they flopped. So that's who
cares? We did our job. The great part about your comment, Sports Chaos, you saw it live. You saw it in 3D without the goggles. So go blue. You saw it in 3D without the goggles.
3D.
You saw it in 3D without the goggles. You were sitting right down there in the back of the big house. You saw it in 3D without the goggles. That football was coming right at you. You was ducking like, oh, another touchdown. Oh my God.
That's what I'm telling you, Troy. It's a one and done.
So Michigan is coming to Ohio State this year, Bob.
Do
you think what do you think that your team is going to do by the time they get to OSU? What do you think their record will be?
Yeah,
time to get to OSU, we might have one blemish, and that'd be about it. I think we'll probably have.
Who do you think you're going to lose to before you get to Ohio State?
I think Penn State gonna be our biggest headache.
Blast.
Penn State. Because Penn State got some ponies coming in there. Penn State gonna be tough to deal with.
So you think Michigan gonna make the playoffs?
Yeah, we're gonna get in there. We're gonna win the Big Ten again. We're gonna be right back in Indianapolis taking care of business. We getting this back to where it needs to be. We growing, and we made the strides last year, and we gonna keep it rolling. Ain't gonna be no fall back.
Okay.
Because we got the coach. Our problem was the whole time these last years is we had dinosaurs at the coaching spot, and them kids was not relating to what the hell they was putting out there. Had one crazy defensive coordinator, Don Brown, and Troy. You know this by playing football. You cannot play aggressive man-to-man for 4 quarters. You got to switch it up, mix it up, match it up. Playing man, and he just wanted to blitz, but you can't do that. That's why they was getting cooked on the back end. Them boys is dog tired. No over top safety help. You just can't play man-to-man all the damn time.
Yeah, you get too tired doing that.
Yeah,
man.
you can't play man-to-man all the time. You got to mix and match. You got to mix and match. So they got, like I said, the coaching staff in there. It's a young coaching staff. Them cats is clicking with the coaching staff, and it come down to you got to relate to your players. And them dinosaurs we had, they wasn't relating to them. That's why it was a failure for them all them damn years. I'm just gonna keep it real. It was a complete horse shit with the coaching staff, and he got bodies in there, and they relating to the players and the coaching, and it's gonna click. Trust me, it's coming.
Okay, we gonna see. I'm waiting.
Got some confidence, boy.
That's a heck of a lot of confidence.
Yeah, it was coaching.
After that shit, y'all did after the game. Okay, we'll see.
And y'all coach, he like I said, he threatened to leave, and I guess that was a contract ploy.
He could have left. I didn't have no problem with that. You could have walked right out the door. I'd have no problem with that. Go.
I can't stand y'all coach. He's a bum.
And it's all right. He should have been gone. I ain't got no problem with that. He should have been gone.
NFL glad. He went to the interview at Minnesota. They was like, yeah, on second thought, nah.
Oh, he went into the interview backwards. Too cocky. He thought he had the bag. He thought he had the deal.
He got his chest all out. Like, I'm going to Minnesota. He went in backwards. Get this job.
He went in backwards. He got what he got.
But he was before he got on the plane and was like, we won't be needing your services, sir.
Yeah, he got a slap of reality. That's what the hell that was. That's what
why would you leave Michigan anyway? You got it made there. You can lose all them years and still keep getting your money.
Right.
But he was successful with all these athletes. That's the problem with all these athletes, coaches. They think they above everything, and they think they're gonna get away with murder. No, he got slapped in the face. He got a realization slap in the face. That's what it was. Cut and dry.
But he was successful in San Francisco now.
Yeah, but once again, his rapport with his players went down the toilet. That's why that fell apart.
True. Yeah.
And then he went back to Michigan and was like, hey, y'all, I was just playing. Get out of here.
Well, our game is set for Saturday, November 26th in the Ohio State Stadium. Whew. We got a dogfight. We got a couple games, I would say. Wisconsin, the 24th of September. We head up with Michigan State in Lansing.
I'm going to get past Notre Dame first.
Yeah.
You see what happened? Y'all played Oregon the first couple games of the season. Y'all lost.
Yeah, but we came on back. So, onward, like I said, it's more Penn State. And, that later part of the season, like after we have our that all-time October the 15th. After that, that's a hell of a second half of the season. We got to play Penn State, Northwestern, Indiana, Maryland before we even get to Michigan. So that's a beat up. October is that's when we start to fall. So we're gonna have to play because they come in the dome with Michigan State, and then they just go on from there. And I mean, most of these games are away games.
So what team y'all think gonna be in the playoffs?
Alabama, probably not LSU, probably Crimson.
Yeah,
Clemson, I don't know about that one, O'Connor. They got a hole to climb out of.
Yeah. I said Auburn.
Auburn.
Ohio State.
We already did.
Ohio State gonna be back. We going back. We going back. Y'all better stop playing. We going back.
Okay.
Yeah. Y'all
Ohio State going back to the playoffs? That's what you said?
Yeah, we going back to the playoffs. Yeah.
What about Utah? You know, they gave OSU a pretty good fight during the Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
Utah.
We ain't gonna see them. We won't be seeing them again for a long time.
Yeah. They ain't got the. They don't have the personnel.
That Rose Bowl was a meal right there.
Yeah, they don't have the personnel to keep that. They ain't got the bodies to keep that type of play up, man. They proved that in that playing against Ohio State. The coaching messed them up in that game, man. They had the right formula, then they got away from what they was doing, and Ohio State walked right over them. So now,
I'm gonna give USC a couple years before they in the playoffs.
USC gonna be something. Yeah, USC gonna be something to deal with because they getting some ponies out there.
They ain't gonna be in the playoffs this year, but next year they probably be in the playoffs.
They gonna be. I
don't know. They might limp in there, man. That Pac-12 is kind of weak, man. So I don't know, man. They got, if they can glue it together quick, they might limp in there.
I think they definitely get to the Rose Bowl. I don't think they're gonna make it to the playoffs the first year. Now the next year, I think they definitely gonna.
I don't know, Troy. I wouldn't count them out, man. That Pac-12 ain't the greatest, so I don't know.
UCLA ain't bad, and like old boy just said, Utah, they might show something. So
we'll see. That's a long. We a long way from that one. We'll see, because we got a long road for that one.
Yeah,
what about the Bearcats? You don't think they gonna make it back?
Bearcats, man, I'm gonna say this again. They got to find the meat and potatoes up front. That's the only thing that's stopping Cincinnati. They got everything else, perimeter. They got everything else going. It's just the defensive line, offensive line. When they get to them when they get to them big time schools, they just can't get over the hump as far as the defense, offensive line. So they just got to get that together first. I mean, they got skilled players out the wazoo, but as far as that defensive line, offensive line, they got to find a way to get bigger bodies down there. That's the only thing that's holding them back.
Yeah, so I can't see them not winning their conference though.
They gonna bulldog their conference. It's just when you get to the Power 5 schools.
Who they got? Who they start out this year with? Cincinnati. You look at their schedule?
I don't know. I haven't looked at their schedule. I have no idea.
Because they just gotta get some Power 5 schools up under their belt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they got to get some bigger bodies up front, man. That's the only thing that's killing them. Every time they get to that point, they just can't match up front. That's what's killing them. So
yeah, because they got manhandled in the playoffs.
Yeah. So it's gonna be what it's be till you get that fixed. So we shall see. So I don't know, but I'm looking forward to it. I ain't rushing it though, because when that starts, what's coming behind that is the back to shivering and putting on your daggone galoshes. So I ain't rushing it. I ain't rushing it at all. So hey, postpone as long as you can.
Yeah, we got the NFL jumping on. We have HBCU. Their game is Central State against Kentucky State. That'll be back in the Horseshoe on August 28th. So yeah, we got some some football that'll be popping off before the NFL season as well as college football. So I'm excited. I'm glad that it's hot outside. It's 81 degrees. We getting ready to end this show so we can get out here and enjoy the sun with family. And we're gonna go around and what's the word? So what would be a word that you can leave with our listeners and viewers for today? So we're gonna start you off, Arkels.
I thought Arkels had a corner. Don't Arkels got some news, bro?
Yeah, I got two quick ones for you. I just want to let you know.
Hey, I'm sorry, Arkels.
That's all right. I just got two quick ones. I just want to let you know that your our catalytic converters crime wave might be slowing down a little bit. We had two major arrests. We had 41-year-old Tammy Cox and 46-year-old Shane Vance was arrested on March the 4th. They faced 43 counts of laundering, receiving stolen property, and they stole over 1,000 catalytic converters, which on the street value came up to $480,000 in cash. So,
oh my goodness, I'm in the wrong business.
That was a hustle law. It was a hustle laws at work. It said it would take you about 2-3 minutes to get those converters off.
Hey, well, buddy, they was doing it then. They was doing it because they got 43 counts, so they going bye-bye for a long time.
Man, that's like 20 years looking at. It's ridiculous.
Hey, remember we was like last week we was talking about the jail break and see if they last to Monday or Sunday.
Yeah,
it was Monday.
Yeah, yeah. But that just let you know that they were two dummies. You got $95,000 in cash and you can't stay off the grid. You're a dummy.
She had all that cash and then she killed herself.
Dummy.
What? She killed herself?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Could you imagine? Are you a correctional officer and you going in to do hard time? Come on, man. They'd have been beating her brakes off every chance they got.
Absolutely.
Yeah. She could have paid the lawyer.
And he walked back in jail like, oh well, that recess was pretty good. He was like, oh, that was nice. Wow.
What?
All right, then my next one, you're gonna love this one. We got a South Carolina man. He dies of a heart attack while trying to bury a body of a woman he killed in his backyard.
That's right. I saw that.
I saw that. I was like,
so the police showed up. The police showed up after getting calls of a man's body in the yard. 60-year-old Joseph McCann killed Patricia Dent, which was 65. Said he wrapped her body up in a trash bag. He already dug the hole that he was gonna put her in, and he wrapped her up, put her in trash bag. So while he was moving the body, he had a major heart attack and died out in the yard while trying to put her body in the hole. So just let you know, if things come to that, you got to hit the bailout, man. Dude, come on. If it get that bad, Chief.
It wasn't even too late in the game. It wasn't even his wife. It was his girlfriend. Like,
too late in the game, dude. You got to cut the ties, man. Come on, Dad. Good Lord.
Hey, I ain't the smartest man on the planet. Is karma spelled with a K or a C?
With a K.
K? That's karma for your ass.
Karma
right there,
for your ass.
Yeah,
that is karma, boy.
Yeah, he said he choked her out, wrapped her up in the trash bag. He already had the hole dug, so he made it through that with no problem. I guess she might have been a big girl, so I guess he had a little problem getting her out to the hole and took a little strain on his heart, and he died out in the yard.
He died out there trying to put the dirt on the dirt on the grave.
Yeah, he was out there shoveling and bye-bye.
Well,
that's the hyperextension of your heart.
If he watched the news, he would know that when you shovel, that takes a lot out of you. So people die every year shoveling their driveway of snow. So
that dirt was probably brick hard on top of that. So
that dirt was heavy.
Yeah, that dirt heavy. That was
karma
is
real. That's a real karma.
Yeah. What it should have done, it takes a water hose and make sure that area is completely soaked first.
I cannot. That mud heavy too. That mud heavy too.
But still, that would help a little bit.
No, what he should have did was act like he was doing something. He was call before you dig and go get you a backhoe, and at least you got a record of what you're doing and complete the job.
I cannot.
Complete the
Or
job.
better yet, just break up with her. You ain't got to kill her.
Right. Just walk away.
You be alive, she be alive.
Hey, well, apparently, whatever went down in that kitchen, he couldn't take it anymore.
He couldn't take it.
I asked for my eggs sunny side up. not scrambled.
I mean, like I said, it was his girlfriend, with his wife. He wasn't getting no insurance. He wasn't getting nothing.
Nothing.
You put your own self to work for nothing. That was he got exactly what he deserved. That's some karma.
Yeah, because right now we have no motive on why they did what happened.
Yeah, they don't.
Yeah, like Bob said, his eggs. He didn't make good eggs or something, man.
Yeah, the eggs were. He wanted sunny side up, and she slapped scrambled on that table.
To get choked out, and then you go out there, dig a hole, and then you die, and right where the body at.
Yeah,
foolish.
Hey Tanya, you never put that the little boxer's social media up?
Oh yeah, I got to do
his Instagram. I don't have his Instagram to follow the little 8-year-old boxer.
Oh yes, I will put it up there. I'll put it up there in the other episode, but I'll make sure that it's up in this episode also. Yeah, we gotta give a shout out too.
Yeah, I want to see him, man. I want to see him fight.
Oh yeah, because he got some great clips on his Instagram page. Some great clips. So I will put that up. So yeah, shout out to Antonio Johnson Jr. He was on our show last week. He is the 8-year-old, 55-pound national champion from around the U.S. Absolutely dope. His mom and dad was on the show last week. Dad is a boxer, and we were able to talk to him. And his mom, she talked about. Again, we're gonna let Troy give us a little synopsis of what happened last week.
Oh man, they was all for it, man. They was happy about their child. You know what I mean? They was psyched up. That was awesome, man. We should do that more often. You know what I mean? Praise these babies while they're young. So give them some confidence. You can tell that he got confidence. His dad fought over 200 fights, so he got a lot of training in his background. So that was dope, man. I want to watch him grow. That's why I want to see his Instagram so I can follow him.
Okay, I'll make sure I put his Instagram up so we can follow him. Shouts out to Eastmore, baby, the boys and girls track team. They blew out the city track meet this week. Hey, awesome. Let's give it up for Eastmore. Is where me and Troy went to school at. So we the original Warriors, but they say Eastmore Academy. So I'll give them their proper due. So yeah, they did a heck of a job on the track. So,
somebody a couple years ago, somebody was like, man, my son going to Eastmore Academy. I was like, what's that? Is that like a junior Eastmore or something? I went to Eastmore. What's Eastmore Academy?
Right, Eastmore. Everybody kept saying, no,
it's an academy now?
It's Academy. It's Eastmore Academy. And so, yes, they won the city champion boys and girls. So that was excellent. So yes. And also too, kind of to end the show, I always want to say, parents, as a teacher as well as a parent, it's just so great to see some beautiful dresses that are, I ain't gonna say modest, just chic and beautiful. They ain't crazy, they ain't naked, because I've seen some social media posts from around the country where, first of all, if your date is standing on your dress, get off. Get off. What? That is the end thing now for these couples, for the guy to be standing on the dress like it's lit. If you don't get off my daughter's prom dress with your feet, it's gonna be a problem. And
I'm confused. Like they putting their dirty shoes on somebody's dress.
They standing, so the dress is flared out, and the guy is standing on the dress.
But why? Is he on a red carpet or something? Like why?
They said, from what I can gather and what people keep telling me, it's like they're lit. You can be lit by standing off her dress on the sidewalk next to her. Why are you literally got your feet on her dress?
Man, I would get strangled if I was standing on some woman's dress when I went to the prom.
That's what I said.
He'll be out the picture. These kids ain't got no coof about nothing, man. Did you see the two taking the pictures with the AK-47 with the prom outfits
and they got suspended?
I mean, Troy, they have full-blown assault rifles in their prom picture. I'm talking about black ops. snipers that had the silencers on them. I'm talking Call of Duty type stuff. Crazy.
And the parents was taking these pictures and saw this and said nothing.
Who you think they got them from?
Right, them prom pictures. I was like, who? Yeah, but I think they got suspended. I think they got expelled for that. And she had scholarships and everything. She had scholarships.
They out there, Troy. They out there with full semi-automatic weapons. Yeah, I'm talking the big boy stuff.
So what goes through your mind to think that that's okay?
That's what I said. Everybody can't. You should see the comments on that post. Like people were arguing back and forth, thinking it was okay, and that she should have never lost her scholarships. Are y'all serious? You on social media with, like Bob said, like.
Oh yeah, Troy. They posing it up.
You got to
please, hey, if you get a chance, please send me that picture. I gotta see that.
You gotta post this up, man.
I'll see if I can find it. I just stumbled up on it. So yeah, because it came through my little news feed I got on my phone, and I was like, "You have got to be kidding me."
Yeah,
are you serious?
Yeah. I mean, Troy, they out there with full blown assault rifles. I'm talking big boy stuff.
Yeah.
And the parents think that that's cool. That's sad.
I know. That's why I'm not, wow.
and I don't have to tell you which shade of skin it was.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, they might think it was cool. They want, they was their First Amendment.
Oh, they was loving it.
Yeah,
they was loving it.
We exercised our First Amendment.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You got exercise to go filling out them school loan papers.
No, she lost.
Yeah, because the First Amendment rights don't work for everybody.
Yeah, and she lost her scholarship. She had some major scholarships, like full ride. She lost.
Really?
They got expelled. Yeah. It's huge. It made national news. So yes, we're gonna show it up. I just wanted to say, like again, prom season brings out the best, and it also brings out sometimes things that you'll just be like, what did you thinking?
I hope that was worth it.
Yeah, but it's been some classy couples, some classy, ladies and gentlemen. I see the regular size pants is making a comeback. They got rid of these knicker knockers that was going on these last couple of years. I said, man,
the high water skinny pants is going away.
Man, oh my God! I said, what?
Don't you believe that, Troy?
But
I don't believe it.
Don't you believe that?
I know, but for the most part, the full suits made a comeback this year. They made a comeback.
Because I don't know what was going on with them high water skinny pants, man.
No, and no knickerbockers.
You walk around looking like Pee Wee Herman and shit.
Yeah. then you sit down, your pants leg roll up to your kneecap. So I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Then they had the shoes on. They ain't got no socks on. Like fuck this.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fellas, full suits made a comeback. Full suits made a comeback. Women with, girls with fully clothed dresses, some beauty, it came back. It was a comeback. I've been glad to see it, to see how Columbus prom season has unfolded and it's still unfolding. And it's great to see.
Shout out. Is that this weekend?
Yeah, prom season has been going on since April. So you'll probably see more and more in the next couple of weeks because it's May, and then you'll go right into graduation. So shouts out to Janae Kelly. Hey. 10 days. Her
promise today?
No, her graduation.
Last week.
She
graduated.
Last week.
Yeah, last week. Graduation is in 2 weeks for Lincoln Heights. So the list is already out for Columbus Public School District. So I'll post that up. And, hey, shouts out to the graduation class of 2022. You will be in person again. So I'm excited that we'll be able to celebrate. We'll be able to celebrate in person. So shouts out to all the parents getting them to the finish line. A lot of parents. We're going to be doing really quick. We are going to be hosting some small little Zoom sessions as well as sessions on live about the wellness of a college student, not just the financial aid, but what does that look like when your child embarks into their new journey on campus, making sure that they stay safe, making sure they have funds if it's a national disaster, making sure that they have a relationship with their with their parents, making sure, because sometimes our kiddos leave and they stop talking to their parents until they want something. No, you need to keep that relationship building. Know who your know who your advisors are, know who your teachers are, making sure who is in your room, who you're rooming with. Just that first semester, really making sure that you're aware. That's what I'm saying. Be aware of what a college student is, because there's grown men and there's grown women on these campuses, and they are exploiting children, because our child is still a young adult. They're 18. So you have, so you're not just on campus with 18-year-olds, you're on campus with 25, 35-year-old people. And so just making sure, so I'm excited to, embark with a couple other organizers and teachers and educators, adjudicators, some public law enforcement personnel that we're going to be having on the show in the next couple of weeks to discuss the wellness of a college student.
I like that.
Cool.
So,
very cool. I cannot wait.
I know, I cannot wait. So okay, so we got the pop culture out the way. So what's the word? So as we end our show, Arkels, give us a word as we go into the new week.
Hey, get out there and enjoy that weather, have some fun. Once again, was want to give you a shout out on your award with the 22 change maker through the Alliance for Public Charter Schools. Want to give that love to you. Just everybody get out there and enjoy that weather.
Congratulations for sure. Yep.
Yes. All right, Troy, what's the word?
For the week, I'm just gonna stay positive and make sure that I hold down the household as I always do. Make sure that everything is taken care of, everybody is healthy, everybody is ready to go for next week's show. Oh, who next week? Who in charge next week? Bob?
Yeah, I think it's me.
Arkels is in charge.
Okay.
All right. And then we got Okan. Glad to see you on the show this week with us, hanging out with us. You gonna come on back next week?
I will be. Yes.
Okay. So what's the word, Okan?
Just go out there and spend some time with the family.
Okay. Yeah, I think it is. It's family time. It's sunny. It's outside. It's beautiful. It's gonna be like this for the next couple of weeks. So enjoy it. There's a lot of great things happening across the city, events. So we'll have a wonderful evening. Be blessed. And hey, come on back. Join the conversation. Thank you, Al Glaze, Derek Xander, for coming on in to the Sports, Kales, and Wine and Brew. Troy, what was in your cup? We ain't seen no big cup this week. What was going on?
I was drinking like a little margarita today.
Oh,
Big cup. I gave him a break. He'll make an appearance next week. Don't worry.
I was waiting. Okay, where the big cup at? I said, whoa, okay. So all right, everybody.
He'll be back next week in full effect.
All right, fellas. Have a wonderful weekend. Sports
right now.
We out.
Hey, don't forget to hit that smash button on YouTube and spread the word.
Definitely.
Yep. All right.